Hi, my name is Greg Knox, and I'm the Executive Director of Skeena Wild Conservation Trust. I'm going to provide some information on what we might expect to see in terms of salmon returns to the Skeena River, the Nass River, and other North Coast systems this coming season. So this information is based on the Department of Fisheries and Oceans forecast information. So they look at recent returns and other information like juveniles that went to sea, the amount of jacks or 1-year-old fish that returned last year, and then they do estimates of what we might expect this coming season. And so this information has a lot of uncertainty, especially in recent years with highly variable environmental conditions in both freshwater and the ocean. So people should be aware of that the actual returns in season can be quite different than what the Department of Fisheries and Oceans expects before the season happens. So the other piece of this that's important is that the regulations and rules around fisheries that I will talk about are interim. They haven't finalized the 2022 Integrated Fisheries Management Plan yet, and things could change. So make sure you check the DFO website before you go fishing so you have the most accurate and up-to-date information. So with that, I'll start with the Skeena and Skeena Chinook. The forecast has changed a bit, recently been lowered. The Department of Fisheries and Oceans is estimating about 21,000 Chinook into the river this coming season, which is well below average. Historically, we would see 60 to 100,000 Chinook returning into the Skeena, but in recent years it's been really low. So really low estimate of Chinook this coming season. So the Skeena will likely be closed to recreational fishing for Chinook. Other recreational fishing for other species will probably be open. And then the fisheries out of Prince Rupert could also see some restrictions in terms of bag limits or window closures to help protect Skeena Chinook migrating through the coastal waters. For Skeena sockeye, the estimate is 2.1 million. Kind of long-term average is more around 2.5 million or so. So a bit below the long-term average, but potentially a better return than we've seen in recent years. I think the average in the last several years has been more around 1.3 million. So it could be better. We don't know if there will be commercial openings yet, and there will likely be recreational fishing opportunities potentially in late July or in August. So we'll have to see. For Skeena coho, they're expected to be below average, similar to the last few years. Recreational fisheries will likely be open. For Skeena Chum, we're expecting a very low return. They continue to be severely depressed in the Skeena and many North Coast systems. And for Skeena pink, the return is expected to be low. Commercial fisheries are unlikely. Recreational fishery will likely be open for Skeena pink. Moving on to the Nass River system, they're expecting about 26,000 Nass Chinook this season, so that's a bit below average. A bit of an improvement from recent years. So if that happens, then we'll see openings for recreational fisheries. For Nass sockeye, the Department of Fisheries and Oceans is forecasting about 560,000. So that's better than recent years, and still a little bit below the long-term average, but pretty good return if that materializes. There could be commercial fishing opportunities if that return comes through. We're not sure yet. For Nass coho, they're expected to be below average. The recreational fishery will likely be open there. For Nass chum, expected to be low, but in some systems we've seen pretty good returns in the last few years, so it could be variable depending on the exact river system. There's likely to be commercial openings targeting US enhanced chum in parts of the mouth of the Nass. And for Nass pink, they're expected to be above average, so potentially a good return, and likely commercial openings for Nass pink at the mouth of the Nass and approach waters. For Haida Gwaii, for Chinook, most of those Chinook are migrating past and headed to rivers like the Skeena or further south in BC, Washington, Oregon. So generally we've seen low returns of Chinook to the coast in recent years, and we're expecting returns kind of similar to recent years. So that means that the North Coast commercial trawl fishery for Chinook will likely be delayed again until mid-August. That's similar to the last few years. The recreational fishery is open already, but it could be there could be some reductions. But we haven't seen the details yet. For Haida Gwaii coho, below average returns generally on the coast. So again, most of those fisheries are targeting coho that are migrating through. The North Coast trawl fishery could either be closed or significantly reduced due to just lower returns of coho coast-wide in recent years. And for Kitimat Douglas Channel area, I don't have a forecast for Chinook. Those fish should be showing up now or soon. Kitimat River will be open for recreational fishing. However, other Douglas Channel and Gardner Canal area streams will be closed for recreational Chinook fishing. For coho in Douglas Channel, Kitimat expected to be below average. For chum salmon, well below average. We've seen really poor returns in recent years. And for Douglas Channel area, pink salmon, it's expected to be average to above average, which could trigger some commercial openings on the outer part of Douglas Channel and outer islands. So that's what I have for a preseason forecast. As I mentioned, these numbers are very preliminary. They could easily change in season. Fisheries management obviously will have to be adaptable to what we actually see coming back, so there could be changes. And Skeena Wild will be providing in-season updates on what we're actually seeing come back into the North Coast River system. So expect those in July and August. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, please contact us at Skeena Wild. It's info@skeenawild.org.